Okay. Good night. Good evening. Let me give a brief introduction. I was from Taiwan, and I came to United States for my PhD in physics. My field used to be a theoretical condensed matter physics. We are interested in how electron dance inside a material and how does that give a novel property of material such as high temperature superconductivity and magnetism. So my field is always looking at a correlation of the electrons because electrons talk to each other, and then I went to do my postdoc at Georgetown, working on quantum information, and after 3 years I went to Los Alamos doing a material stuff too, and I joined Chevron for decided to end my academic career for good, and so work on inversion problem in oil industry related to how do you gather the acoustic signal, and then you find out what's the rock properties, such as how much fluid, petrochemicals inside a rock. So that's important for oil industry applications. And today I just my motivation of this project actually is to think about, since I move around so much, and my wife and I always thinking about, okay, where's the next step, right? And we want to understand the difference between cities, especially the living cost. So that's why my motivation is to figure out, right, to gather data to find out the living cost standard between different cities. So basically, on top of that, the other purpose is to see how those living standards pair out with the actual salary get paid as a data scientist. So we'll see if there's some correlation, good correlation or bad correlations. Okay. So let's walk through this application first. So the first part is a score bar. Basically, you just put in a number you think you are happy with your life in your current city, right? So you put a number here. That's too high, huh? Let's go down. Okay, so roughly is a postdoc theory at Los Alamos. Okay, and then you from city, right? For example, Los Alamos, right? Yeah, they will show up here. Oh my God! Don't touch. Right, and suppose, but compare this to, then you will show up, right? The living standard between Los Alamos and this city, I don't know where it is. Okay. Never been there before, but you can see the difference in the living cost. Okay, and on the upper right hand side, actually showing you different category. You have grocery item comparison, housing, utility. Housing usually have a huge difference between a populated area and a less populated area, and transportation and healthcare, and composite index actually is the comparison here, showing adding everything together, and then you can just go through different cities. And the one nice feature here is you also have a Google map showing where it is, and you want to zone in to see or to check, okay, if this is in the middle of nowhere, so you can just keep zoning. For example, you want to check for Los Alamos. Suppose it's the city you want to go to. You look at it, you see, Jesus, there's not much construction there, right? So basically, this is a crater. Okay, volcano used to be a volcano crater. Los Alamos in here. Okay, it's Mesa, and this is where I used to live. Okay, White Rock. So you can actually check those kind of situations if you move to a place you never hear about. Okay, and the other thing I want to show actually is to compare the salary of data scientists. For example, we would take San Francisco as our golden standard, okay, where we have have a lot of positions, right? And the average salary for San Francisco roughly is 120K per year, roughly. So you move it to 120K, okay, roughly. And then we compare to New York, okay?
How do you get 120K?
There's the data you get it from pay scale. You can get a
for a period of time.
yeah. But not many cities. You only get some major city results here. Okay, New York. Okay, let's put Manhattan. So you can see based on the living cost, what you earn in San Francisco, you should earn above 150K in New York. Okay. And this is the living cost, but what actually pay for the data scientist in New York is much lower than San Francisco. Okay, so you can see this is something you can play with, and then you can change to, for example, to some city. I find out actually it's pretty good in terms of the salary and living cost. It's actually Seattle. So you notice Seattle actually has a much lower living standard, but their data scientists also get paid lower, right? But the relative difference is actually much, the gap is much smaller. So that tells you can just play this game and you can check all the cities. Yeah.
So I still don't understand why you need to enter your salary.
Well,
how does that change the numbers?
Because this is all about relative. Because the data you get is the relative ratio between living costs. So I didn't get an absolute number of how much money for each category on average. So that's why you need to fix one constant at the beginning. Because all the information you get is a relative thing.
Based on the salary of the person.
This is absolute. Okay, you get absolute value, but from a data scientist there, you can get absolute number, but the living cost is what you get is the ratio only. So, but I just want to show, how this payout is this. So you have to tune the number to get an equal comparison. Yeah. That's why I fix the city. Okay. Yeah. And so this is kind of interesting to see. And do I have? Yeah, let's. Yeah, so this is basically the application you can play with. Also one thing you notice actually, if you look at the difference of the actual salary, I think it corresponds more to the removing the housing index. You just compare all the rest of the living standard, removing the housing, then you'll see the actual salary actually reflect better from those categories. So it seems to me the majority of companies, when they decide a salary, they probably don't consider housing as a main factor. So they assume you probably can get a rental house and or find some other way to compensate you for the housing situation, but they are not going to completely support your housing. Yeah.
What do you have? What is the valve thing on top right? No. On EL.
This one?
No, this one. What is that?
Oh no, this is showing this is just a value. Okay, this is something just it's redundant. Just the value of this bar. Okay, this is say some bug in the code. Yeah, it's not perfect. Just showing the value. Yeah.
So would a correct interpretation be that if so I'd have to make the red amount of salary in Seattle to have the same amount of discretionary income as I'd have making the blue amount in San Francisco?
Can you say that again? I'm kind of
because it's like cost of living on the opposite of cost of living is like play money, like discretionary income. So you're saying like you'd have to make that salary in Seattle to have the same amount of like fun money as you would in San Francisco.
You need to see, right? You need to compare the difference here and here, right? you actually will get some extra income from Seattle, but in San Francisco probably yeah, you still get some extra, yeah.
Do you plan on having an education index adding to it?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cost-effective index.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail you can dig into. Yeah, there's a lot because this is just average, right? There's a lot of category.
Another thing, you can just have a list of indices, and then as a user, I want to choose which indices I want to compare with.
Oh, yeah, but right now it's not set up that way. Okay.
I'm just saying
That can be improved, yeah. And also you can probably include different occupations, not just data scientists. You can have a selection, so you can choose the different kind of occupation. Yeah.
When will this be available?
It's already available, right?
Because I have a friend whose wife is coming to study in Oklahoma, and
Okay.
they called me and asking me for what's the cost of living over there. So
You can just check it. Yeah. Good. Okay.
Question about the data on the top right.
Mhm.
What are these coming from? Are these like labor statistics, or do you have it updated every? I mean, is it?
This is just based on the data I have in the living cost, and
Okay.
and then actually come along with the different columns. The first column is the composite index, and then the rest also have come with different columns. So you have all the data saved inside that application.
Okay. So you have you have these like over time.
This is 2010 survey
Okay.
actually. So you have a most recent one, but the issue with that recent one is the number of cities is very limited. You can only find 150, but this one actually has 345.
Okay.
So this one have more completeness. Yeah.
Do you have taxes in there, like income taxes, sales tax?
Oh, that's not included. That's not included. Yeah.
It's great stuff. I have seen these though on various websites.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah, they have some kind of they're doing some bubble map or something. Yeah, they can put some bubble map in this Google map. Yeah. But
I haven't looked at it in a really long time. But
yeah, but you usually only see they only do one part. They didn't.
not the detail.
They don't have a put together overall thing to play with. Yeah.